Hey guys, Kogue here and welcome back to another one. In today's video, I wanted to talk about why America is so unhealthy and so fat. There are many reasons to this, but the main reason I think is people are lazy. There's a lot of preservatives and chemicals and highly processed ingredients in our foods that we eat here and consume in America. And, people just don't care about, their diet. They don't watch what they eat. They don't do the things that they should, because your body is your engine. You need your body for a very long time, and you can't do that by eating like crap every single day or every other day. A lot of Americans, they come home and then they sit in front of the TV, pop on a show, and then they'll be eating chips, they'll be eating chocolates, they'll be eating everything under the sun that's unhealthy and that they're not supposed to. Well, back in Europe, whenever I go to Europe, foods are so fresh, foods are so clean, foods are not chemically processed. You can go to the markets in the villages and get fresh bread. The fresh bread, there's nothing like it. We have been living on fresh bread for thousands of years. Humans, that is, of course. And the fact that here in America, there's so much processed food, there's so much processed ingredients in that bread that, it makes you not even want to eat bread. And it honestly gets you fat. And like I mentioned, in Europe, you'll eat bread and like nothing happened. Whenever I go to Europe, I actually lose weight because the foods are more healthy and more clean. And then when I come back to America, I obviously gain more weight and I break out. My face gets all pimply, and it just sucks. Like, nobody wants to, eat food and not feel good after. You feel like crap right after you eat food here in America, especially the fast food here. I mean, it's just disgusting. All the preservatives and chemicals and the ingredients they put into these foods is unbelievable. And it's honestly a shame, because a long time ago in America, the 1950s, 1960s, we actually used to be a really healthy country compared to all other countries. And it's not the case today. Today, we're the most unhealthy country in the most unhealthiest country in the world. We're the most obese in the world. And it's a shame. Living here in America, to say that it's really a shame, and I wish it wasn't that way, but people and companies and corporations, they advertise these junk foods and all these types of foods where you're really not supposed to put those things in your body, because that's going to break you down, and it's going to tear your mental down. You're going to feel like you don't want to do anything, and overall it's just a really bad look. And like I always say in these videos, something really has to change. I don't know how, I don't know when it'll change, but it really needs to change in the near future. So we'll see what happens. Like I've said before in previous videos, I'm originally from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and in Bosnia, they have banned genetically modified foods. And as soon as you eat the foods over there, you automatically feel much better. You don't want to have that. You don't have that feeling to go lay down after you eat. You don't have heartburn. There are basically no chronic illnesses over there in Europe, in Bosnia, compared to here, where you'll eat a cheeseburger from McDonald's, from Burger King, and it'll make you want to lay down, and you'll feel bad right after. You'll have that chronic, you'll develop the chronic illnesses, and nobody wants to feel that way, especially when you get older, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and you have to start taking pills because of what you ate in your past years and how your body was destroyed from all this garbage that we consume on a daily. And obviously, they say that Americans eat a lot of fast foods, and it's true, Americans do eat a lot of fast foods, but Fast food is consumed everywhere, even in Europe. People go out, get fast food, except that it's cleaner and it's obviously cheaper than in America. Like I've had McDonald's in Bosnia, and they surprisingly do have McDonald's in Bosnia, in the capital of Sarajevo, and it's fresh tomatoes, fresh lettuce. The buns feel much softer, much more cleaner, and whereas here it's all processed with all those garbage ingredients and chemicals they put in it. Obviously the preservatives. You get a Coke here which has like corn syrup in it, and then it also makes you feel like garbage. So all in all, it's not a good look on the U.S. and its food culture here. It's absolutely terrible that people eat these things. I try to eat as much organic food as I can, and I try to stay away from junk food. It's hard though. It has those chemicals that make you want to keep eating it, and make you want it more and more and more. Yeah, it's terrible. I personally cannot wait till I get back to Bosnia. I don't know when that'll be, but when I do, I can't wait to eat the food because I miss the food so much. I miss feeling healthy when I eat food. I miss, so many things about the culture of the food back home in Bosnia and in Europe in general, because it's honestly easier to eat healthy in Bosnia, and here it's like it's so easy to eat unhealthy because there's so much, in the stores. Right away you see at the cash registers, you see the chips, you see the chocolate bars, anything you can think of. It's here, it's in America, and it's the system I think that's put in place that makes people go rampant over this food. And it's the system that cares more about money than about their own people, and that reflects directly on our food industry, and it's shocking, and it's not good, right? It's the simplest way I can put it. It is not good. But yeah, I mean, food is a big part of how you feel on a daily basis. It's a big part on how you feel mentally. It can either break you or it can help you, right? Food for thousands of years has been the best self-medicine known to mankind. You can heal yourself by eating the right foods, by having the right diet, by putting, only clean meals in you, right? That's the best way you can go. And that's the only way I think people should go. But, now in today's age, more than ever, there's so many options of foods and especially all the garbage. I go back to the negatives of the food because, it's just so much. It's hard to be positive when there's so much negativity spread across our foods. And yeah. Yeah, that was a video about, why I think America is the unhealthiest country in the world. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys found value in this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. It would help me out a lot. I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys commenting, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.